Welcome to another edition of Inside the Hashes. I'm here with Coach Billy Miller, head coach of IG Academy. Coach, first and foremost, thanks for having us today.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, appreciate that. First and foremost, you got a real good team right here, you know, and you got a lot of talent. Can you describe how, you know, kind of all that, you putting all that together, not just having talent, but putting a good game plan together, make sure they, you know, doing their P's and Q's?
Yeah, so we're trying to build the whole total program, right, and the total development of getting these guys ready for college. So their day in and day out routine is very similar to what they're going to see at the next level, right? So that's why I think the IMG product has been so great and successful, because we're preparing these kids for the future, obviously on the field and off the field.
Yeah, can you, for somebody that might not know a lot about IG Academy, can you describe like some of the ins and outs of, like, you know, IG Academy versus, you know, a typical kind of high school?
Yeah, so we have a lot of resources here, right? So one, the facilities, and then two, the people that make IMG great, right? So from the administration on down to us coaches, we have the academic staff, right? The campus life staff, the APD nutritional staff, weight staff. So there's so many resources for our players to take advantage of while they're here. It's very different than the typical high school.
Definitely. And, you know, obviously, you know, some of your goals is obviously, you know, winning national championship and things like that. But is there any other goals that you kind of like still on your team? Like, hey, this is what we want to do each and every year.
Yeah, so first, you know, we pride ourselves on the brotherhood, right? That's really the foundation of the football program. Right. And then two, honestly, we're trying to have a great practice on Monday, right? And then have a great practice on Tuesday, and then get better on Wednesday. So, you know, the national championship sounds great, but there's a lot of work to do before then. Coaches, players, staff, everybody. So we're just going to really focus in on Monday, come out with a great practice plan, and execute that.
Definitely. Now, you know, you talk about your staff. You got a pretty new staff coming in this year. What's some of the differences between, you know, some of the things that you're trying to, you know, do with the new staff and trying to bring into this 2002 season?
The biggest thing with the staff is that, you know, the guys that can teach and develop football players, right? You got to have a passion to want to develop young men, and then being able to install, teach, you know, just like they do at the college and NFL level, right? So we're always going to show a kid a PowerPoint of what we want done. We're going to show them a practice example of it being done, and then it being shown in a game example on Saturdays or Sundays being done. So I think that really correlates with the players and the whole total development of why they're here. But yeah, we got a great bunch of staff.
Definitely, and that's awesome. And I like, you know, the staff that you have, and, you know, you said earlier about, you know, the brotherhood that you have, and it's very obvious, you know, talking to the kids and seeing how they play together, the celebrations, you know, the brotherhood that they have together. So I'm gonna ask you this question because I'm asking all the players this question. Yep. Who is the biggest jokester on your team?
The biggest what?
Jokester.
That's a tough one. I mean, they're all kind and lighthearted. Yeah. You know, they're always joking around with each other, busting on each other. I couldn't say there's one particular person between the you know, the dancing in the locker room or making fun of someone's haircut or whatever it may be. They're all. I mean, no one's really safe. Everyone you know, is capable of getting it.
Definitely. So I'm hearing a lot of Will Norman over here.
Yep, Will's a guy. Will's a jokester.
I think he's got the #1 spot right now. Okay. That's so far. So I think that's one of the things. And I do like what you're doing with the kids. You know, not only just you know just football, and they're here all year round. So I like the fact that I'm hearing that they just came from the beach not too long ago and things like that. So what other things that you try to do outside of football to help these kids?
Yeah, so obviously they are kids, right? And you know, we're stuck in this very competitive environment because, you know, this whole campus is competitive, right? Everyone's intrinsically motivated to be the #1 at their sport. Or our guys are here to be the #1 at their position at least, right? So taking guys to the beach, right? You know, because we got our location is the best in the world, right? We got beautiful beaches 10 minutes away, right? Whether it's going to the beach, rather than having a pool recovery day like we had yesterday, whether it's having a cornhole or wiffle ball tournament here or Madden tournament or getting guys together in the summit room here to watch the NFL draft and see our guys get drafted, or watching college game day on Saturday mornings. So, I mean, we just want to keep it light for them as well, right? We're going to work hard while we're here, right? So we kind of like a sprint rest theory, you know. So we're going to sprint whatever we do football-wise, and then we're going to rest outside of it, right? So I think that's important for them to be kids as well.
That work-life balance.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So one last question. You know, I appreciate everything you do for these kids, and it's a very highly regarded school. Top 2, 3, wherever however you want to rank this school. Obviously, you got new kids coming in all the time, and they're seeing like all these big stars, getting 5-star players, 4-star players, getting recruited to schools. What's one of the key things you say to maybe the younger kids that are just coming in and seeing all that success and all that?
So the star ranking is great for the kids, but it's not going to make them the football player, right? You see high draft picks in the NFL sometimes get cut from teams or get traded from teams, right? No matter what you do, you have to come in and work here, right? You have to earn that. We tell everybody at the door, your ranking is what it is, but to play on this team, you got to earn it every day in practice. You got to earn it in the meeting room. You got to earn it in walkthroughs. Everything that we do, we evaluate the kids and grade them on. Right, so there's no gray area. Everything's black and white. Right, so if you're not doing your stuff on the field or off the field, you'll know about it, and it'll change how you play.
Definitely. Well, Coach Miller, thank you for coming again on with us and Inside the Hash. We appreciate everything you're doing. Good luck with everything this season, and keep doing what you're doing. Have fun with it too.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
Yep.